Once I spotted that tiny faint word copy on one of the bills, that's when I knew it was about to go down. It is challenge time. In this video, our challenge is to try and make $100 within 24 hours just by flipping items.
Snuffle up, I guess, bang.
Meaning I will have to buy an item from someone, sell that same exact product to a different person, and make at least $100 in profit all within a single day. And to get some stakes in the game, if I don't happen to get $100 in profit within the 24-hour time span, then I will shave both of my legs.
What did he say?
Yes, you heard that right. And I have a carpet on these bad boys, so it should be pretty interesting to say the least. But we aren't gonna waste any more time, so let's go ahead and punch that like and subscribe button and hop on in. I know my legs aren't, but I am pretty excited for this whole challenge, and I hope you are as well, because it has been quite some time since I've done anything related to flipping items on my channel. I mean, literally, it has been a couple of years now. And for those of you who are newer subscribers here, this side hustle is ultimately how I got started along this whole journey. So, fun fact there. But I am curious to see if I still got the magic touch of flipping items. Now, my old strategy consisted of me finding electronics that were highly valuable, like phones, watches, and computers. And by no means is this the only way to go about flipping items, but I think this is one of the greatest ways to do it. Because there is a much better chance of someone leaving hundreds of dollars on the table with a $500 product in comparison to a product that is just $50. And for that reason, I'm going to stick to my old strategy for this challenge and hope that we find something good. But for this challenge, a big problem with my old strategy is that nearly all the items I would find would be shipped to me, simply because the best deals were spread out all over the country. And due to my time restraint, I will not have enough time to have something shipped to me. That means I will only be able to look at local listings, which does hurt me a bit, but I gotta stick to the challenge, so it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But here is my game plan. I plan on getting up really early to look for electronics on Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp within my local area. That way I can potentially find the best deals possible before anyone else does. And I'm hoping the quote, "the early bird gets the worm," really works in this case, because that would give me a great head start in this challenge. Once I have found a good deal, I will pick up the item. Write that down. I'll clean it if need be and list it across all platforms. Write that down. And finally, sell it to collect the bag and write this down.
Of course.
Buy a new Lamborghini. But that is the game plan, and I'm hoping everything will work out as smoothly as I think it will, and hopefully the hair will remain on my legs. The challenge timer will start right when I begin looking for products within my local area early tomorrow morning. So I will see you all bright and early. Alrighty, it is currently 8:30 a.m. right now. I'm about to look on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace to see if we can find any good deals within my local area. So I'm gonna see what we got, and that means we can officially start the challenge timer. I spent the next 15 minutes pacing back and forth in my room trying to find a good deal in my area, but I couldn't find much of anything at all. I mean, the best thing I have found so far is this one guy selling one free stick of 5 gum. But I know it's going to take a little bit of time to find a worthy deal, hence why I started this challenge early, so I'm not too nervous. For the next few hours, I kept getting on my phone every 15 minutes and searched vigorously for good deals in my area. With the clock hitting 11 a.m. and me still having absolutely no luck, my heart began beating just a tiny bit faster and my leg hairs started to rise. So I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit nervous on how our progress is going so far, but I think it is time to demonstrate one of my flipping item tactics. Low bottom. I began reaching out to the listings I had already seen a dozen times before on my feed and started to send them fairly low offers for their products in hopes of finding at least one person who will accept my offer.
Nice.
Okay, I just sent like 20 messages to different people. Now I gotta continue looking and hoping I can get at least one positive response from all of them. In the meantime, while I waited to get some replies back, I continued to search and lowball some more people. Oh geez, guys, it's 2 o'clock right now, meaning I only have 18 and a half 2.5 hours left of this challenge, and I haven't even found a good deal yet. And you may be thinking that is plenty of time, but you have to remember that once the clock hits around 8 or 9 p.m., people aren't gonna wanna meet up that late. So realistically, I only have 6 or 7 hours left. And looking at my current progress, it's pretty clear that I'm struggling. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find something quick. Come on, people. By this point, I had stopped looking at strictly electronics and was open to any product on my feed. Seriously, I was going back and forth from my phone to eBay, researching washers, shoes, vacuums, printers, even this free stick of 5 gum. Finally, around 2:45, I think I had something. Wait, this could be it. I came across this iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now the deal wasn't too special at first glance, but my lowball tactic actually worked and the seller accepted my offer of $700. And looking on eBay for this same exact model, these have been selling for a good 800 or 900 bucks, which was good enough for me and the challenge, so I scheduled to meet with him right away. Okay, so it's 4:15. We just got our product, meaning we can check that off the list. Now we have to clean it just a tiny bit. And I know it doesn't really need to be because it literally looks brand new, but I'm going to anyways just so it looks as good as possible for pictures. Now that that's done, I think it is time to list our product. So I went ahead and got some good photos of the iPhone and made sure to capture every angle. And this is the description I'm going to paste onto every listing. And to give me the best chance of selling it before the timer runs out, I'm going to list it across literally every single platform there is. This includes eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, Facebook, Craigslist, and even 5 Miles. In terms of price, I'm going to sell it right at that $900 to $1,000 mark. And I know we only need to get $100 for this challenge, but I'm shooting big for this one. Plus, if it does sell on Mercari or eBay, the extra profit will cover any of those fees. But I spent the next 15 minutes posting them onto all the platforms I just listed. Since we got all of that done, I guess the next thing we gotta do is just to wait for it to sell. But I will be back with an update once this thing does potentially sell, so I'll see you guys then.
Meanwhile,
it's been 2.5 hours since I listed the item and we have been getting little nibbles here and there, but still no bites. I only have so many hours left in this challenge and I need to keep the hairs on my legs. So to try and sell this thing faster, I'm going to lower the price to $800 on Facebook Marketplace. I'm scared. Around 10 p.m. however, a guy messaged me about the phone and was willing to buy it for $800 full, which was a huge relief. However, obviously it was too late to meet anyone at this time, and I figured there was only one way to complete this challenge within the 24-hour time span. And that was asking him if he would be willing to meet me early in the morning at 8 a.m. He agreed, which seemed like a great thing for me at first, but unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse. When I met up with him, everything was going fine. He met with me on time and took a minute to look over the phone. Once he looked it over, he went to get the money out of his car and came back counting it. That's when I began to notice a couple of really strange things. When he was walking back to me, I saw he only counted 4 or 5 bills when it should have been 8 in total. Not only that, but the money looked a bit discolored too. And once I spotted that tiny faint word copy on one of the bills, that's when I knew it was about to go down. Immediately after counting, he reached for the phone in my hand before I even had the chance to look over the money. I told him I wanted to see the money first, but he was not letting go. This is where things began to escalate. He started pulling on my phone and trying to pry my hands off of it. Luckily, to my advantage, he had no idea I had been working out for the past 4 days straight and was training for this exact moment. I started pulling him closer to the gas station where I figured some other people would try and interfere. I don't know, maybe at least a kid would help me?
Help me!
However, when he kept pulling harder, I knew I had to hit him with my final move.
Finish him!
Thankfully, with this studly move, I was able to get him off me, leaving me with the phone and just a couple of scratches. But sitting there absolutely flabbergasted, I had no other option but to head back to my car and say,
So I guess the challenge worked.
Goodness. Even though I am still just baffled by what just happened, I'm not gonna let this stop me from selling my phone, so the show must go on.
The show goes on!
Thankfully, I am starting to get a decent amount of interest for my item, so I'm gonna try and meet up with one last person. And just like that, an hour later, I was back in my car meeting with someone else. So I was able to get the phone sold for $800 through a Venmo payment, so no fake cash this time. Meaning I have officially made $100 profit for this challenge. But I did not meet the 24-hour time requirement. which also means I have to shave my legs. But overall, I think this video just goes to show how careful you need to be in today's world. Believe it or not, this is the second time someone has tried robbing me while doing this side hustle. Sure, you can make the argument that it's decent money, but if you're putting yourself in harm's way, then I think it's time to find a different way to make money. But since we went a few hours past the challenge timer, a deal's a deal, and I think it's time to shave some legs. Now, I know I'm on the bathroom floor, but hear me out. I do believe due to the slight inconvenience in this challenge, I think it's a fair compromise that instead of shaving my legs entirely, I shave from my shins down. And possibly with a different challenge in the future, I'll shave them off completely. But let's get this over with. You see what you make me do? This is so whack. Get that lined up.
Oh, great heavens! I like it, cut G.
Well, the deed is done. If you like this video, then please make sure to hit that like button for me. But that is all I have. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you all next time.